Hello guys, myself Meghna Schneider. I am going to teach you SQL from basics. Okay. Now, before learning SQL, why to learn SQL, sir? Because in my exam or school, the SQL subject is there. I need to pass the SQL subject. Okay. Or I want to get a job where I need to learn the SQL. So whatever be the reason, but we need to learn the SQL. So we will be learning SQL from basics, means from zero level. Okay, I am not directly making you to jump into queries. Few days, just enjoy. Day after few days, I am slowly, consistently will put pressure on you on solving queries. Okay, then only it will be enjoyable. So first few days it might feel boring, sir. You are taking only simple concepts and not taking the advanced level. These things we also know, sir. You will feel like that, but it's for everyone. Okay, why we are focusing on basics? See, if your basics are strong, then only you can able to learn the advanced concept easily. Okay, if basics are very clear, then if no one is there to teach you advanced, you can do self learning. In that, if in this era, ChatGPT is there, another many multiple videos are there, you can learn the advanced concept in short and you can do self study on that. Okay, your wish, but basics are important. So we will start focusing on basics. So today is 11th March 26. So daily we will be uploading some content and it will be totally of 30-35 days course duration and I will take. Okay, I will not rush the content, and you are also daily spend few amount of time, give investment, make me popular, and you also take benefit from me. Okay, so before starting SQL, first of all, why we need SQL? First need to understand that. Okay, uh, summer season too much hot. Okay, first of all, why we need SQL? Let's talk about an example. Okay, I will share my example. You have seen your college websites. I don't want to take the name of my college, but the website condition is totally pathetic. Don't discuss in depth about that for now. But and the first year when you pay fees, college fees online, okay, in the website you have to fill so much amount of details. Okay, like a birth certificate, caste certificate, what type of certificate they ask, transfer certificate. Some certificates name we hear for the first time. This certificate also we want to apply. This sort of tension comes in the mind. Okay, if you have done get scholarship, okay, that's a one more horrible thing, because now income certificate, now caste certificate, this certificate, that certificate, blah 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 blah. Too much certificate details you want to upload. You want to put n number of details. After that, at the end you will pay the fees. Okay, if debit card is there, certain tax amount is there, that is also very painful to pay, but we pay it. Okay, this somehow we spend the first year. If you think about engineering student, after first year KT is there, depression is also there. In the second year, if you remember, okay, if you not remember, the college people will remind you have to pay the fees. Oh my god, again I have to pay the fees. That time, unknowingly you will open the college website. After you open the college website, you will see when you enter few details, this will come automatically. Means if you have spent half an hour for the first time to fill the details, next time we will spend only 5 minutes. So details are stored somewhere. First time you give the details data, next time it's coming automatically. Means someone is storing your data. So who is that storing your data? Have you ever thought? Oh, that's we didn't think. Okay, and think of an Flipkart also, Flipkart or e-commerce website, anything. I don't know much about girls, but when boys do shopping for the first time, they see what boys see. They see the price, they see what I need. That's okay. I don't know about few exceptions, but majority do like this, because I am also that one of that guy. So after searching, and if we close the application or website after few months or years, when we open the application or website again, you will see related products. Yeah, I have searched. Sometime I added the favorites. So what is happening there? Your data is being saved. Your data is being analyzed. What type of things you like, it's being analyzed. Based on that, it gives you recommendation ads. Sometimes have you wondered, you searched their shoes, In other web application you will see that type of ad, how it's coming. Okay, so the someone is playing a role, someone is showing your data, someone is analyzing your data. Okay, so in every field that someone is playing a crucial role. That someone, who is that someone? That someone name is database. Okay, so if you are an engineering student, you have heard the word database. Okay, so that the crucial role is played by the database, means it is a place where we store the data. Okay, that is database. Now it's playing a crucial role, whether it be a YouTube application where I am uploading the video, that video is being saved for longer period of time. Okay, longer or lifetime only. That is also played by whose major role? Database. In the application websites also, the data is being stored. Okay, back end, front end, everywhere. The person who is playing a crucial role is database. Okay, so database plays a major role. Then what is the role of learning SQL? Okay, now if you have thought that a person is playing the crucial role, that crucial role person name is the database. Okay, but now the question comes in the mind, how to talk with the database. Okay, suppose your elder brother is a MLA of a area. Okay, and you having one problem. Okay, you go to the elder brother, you speak about what is your problem. He has the power, he will solve. Okay, here the MLA is the database. Okay, problem is the person who need help from the database. Now that elder brother who is the MLA, he is not a god. Okay, what is running in your mind, nobody can understand until unless you speak. Okay, the reason of not lasting long friendship, means friendship which doesn't last long, is the communication issues. Okay, if you have good communication, majority of the problems will get sorted automatically. Similarly, that MLA example also, they can't, what to say, he can't understand what is the problem of the younger brother. If the younger brother speak what is the problem, that MLA can solve, means that elder brother can solve the problem issue. So similarly, the database can't understand our language. Okay, so to communicate with the database, we need a language. That language name is SQL. The SQL full form is, what is the full form of SQL? Structured Query Language. Structured Query Language. Okay, that's why we need to learn SQL, because the database is the powerful person. The database can solve our all the majority issues. For that we need a language to communicate, to command the database, to request the database. SQL is important. Okay, we got an idea about SQL. Let's move into the history of SQL. Okay, why we need SQL? We need to understand that. If we go into the history of SQL, first of all, what happened in the year of 1960s? Okay, before digital era, okay, data used to store electronically. Okay, before that also, Stone Age scriptures, in that way data was stored. Okay, now let's talk about digital era only. In 1960s, what happened? Database were built. Okay, in 1960s, the network model was introduced by Charles Beckman. Okay, Charles Beckman. You can talk like Batchman. Okay, but Beckman is the pronunciation. He introduced a network model. Okay, network model and the database. But what, there was some drawbacks in that model. In that model, fetching the data was not easy. So after that, after few years, in IBM company, okay, IBM, you know, it's a popular company, industrial business machine. Okay, in this company, your employee was there, whose name was EF Cord. Okay, you have heard this word EF Cord. Okay, Edgar Frank Cord. He was a data scientist. What he done, he saw the problem of fetching the data. So he proposed a model. The model name was relational model. Okay, with help of relational model we can store the data in the form of tables. We can easily access the data. We will learn in depth. Okay, but see, whatever the idea may be, everyone in India, everyone has a unique idea of business, how to start a business, how to do it. But only one in a thousand gets successful. One in a thousand or one in a lakh. Okay, because how brilliant the idea is, execution is important. So company want to test the idea. So to test the idea, the company created a software, worked on a software called System R. Okay. In System R, they want to check whether the relational model is working or not. Now, to check the working of the model, we need a language. Here also a language is needed to talk with that software. It's a software. Okay. Now, to talk with this software, we need a language. What is the language name called? So, language was created SQL. SQL language. It's a simple English query language. Okay, or someone in internet, if you find it somewhere, it is a structured English query language, or you can say simple English query language, your wish. Okay, it was introduced by in 1974. Okay, by two scientists. These two scientists were named as, okay, so name of the scientists were Donald Chamberlain and Raymond Boyce. Okay, to remember the world, you can remember the US President Donald Trump and Raymond shop. You know how costly the clothes. You can remember the like Donald and Raymond. So these two persons introduced the SQL. Okay, Donald Chamberlain and Raymond Boyce introduced the language SQL to communicate with the software. Okay, this idea worked very well. Relational model also was working, and a language was also developed to communicate. So other companies thought we also want this idea. So the other companies said, IBM, please give us language. We also want to work on it. But trademark issues were there. Okay. Now to solve this issue, what they done? They given this language to ANSI. Okay. Now who is this ANSI? ANSI means American National Standard Institute. You have heard the word ANSI syntax if you have studied SQL before also. Okay. So what they done? They done one thing. They given this SQL to ANSI. Okay. ANSI has done what? They have done the standardization. I don't know the spelling exactly, standardization. If any mistake is there, correct it. Okay. So ANSI has done the standardization and they just removed the vowels from it and they made it SQL. And it became very popular in the year 1986. Okay, in 1986 standardization happened. After that, internationally it also made popular by the ISO. You have heard the word ISO model or OSI model. There you have heard the word ISO, International Organization for Standardization. Okay. See, this is the history. No one asks much about the history, but if in aptitude based general aptitude, if question is asked about the history, you must have an idea. For that only I told this. Okay. So no worries if getting out of the head, no problem. This is just an history. Okay, just to give you an idea what happened. Okay, so database very important. To communicate database like MLA who can solve our issues. To communicate with that we need a language because that MLA is not a god who can understand our feelings without speaking. Okay, even in love also you need to speak with your partner, then only you can understand what he is thinking, what she is thinking, what is his problem, what is her problem. Also, okay, we need to speak, we need someone to fight, we need someone to argue in life. Okay, then only life will not be hell or pathetic. I can be a coach also. A relationship advisor coach. I don't know, will I can become a lot. If you think, comment your thoughts. So language means understood. Language means a medium for communication. Okay. If a language is not there, you cannot talk with each other very well. Okay. Now after that, a word is there, query. What is the meaning of the word query? Query means what? Questions. You are asking questions. You are giving command to someone. Hey database, I want this third record. Means I want the third row. I want the details of Smith. I want the details of Alan. I want to update this staff detail. So command, questions, what you can give, that is query. Okay. Now after that, structured. What is the meaning of the word structured? See, now to make you remember the word structured, I can give you one simple example. Let's suppose you and your friends plan for a Goa trip. Okay, and you are an introvert person like me who cancel the plan at the last moment. Don't give any bad comments. Okay, I'm just telling about my experience. So, and you joined the company after a few years. Okay, so see, first of all, what I will do if I'm canceling the plan at the last moment, I will message I will not coming. Simply reply. I don't think what you are thinking, how you are feeling. That's not my business. But if you are working in a company and you want to apply for a leave, can you reply to your manager like that? I am not coming tomorrow as a message in the WhatsApp. You will face a consequence. At that moment, what you have to do? At that moment, you have to write a formal mail. Okay, you will stating the genuine reason. I am not feeling well, whether any fake reason or I am having any function in the family or due to any personal issues I am not coming. This type of reason you are writing for proper way. If you are not don't know how to write in a proper way, you will use ChatGPT and you will paste it. Then you will send to the manager as an email. Okay, this is a formal procedure. You will follow all the rules and procedure. Similarly, structured means same. Follow the rules and procedures. Okay, all rules and procedure you will follow. You will write a proper syntax to the query. It's like give respect, take respect. If you are talking in a proper way, you will get a genuine reply. You will get a reply, you will get a response, means the desired output. Okay, that's the meaning of structure. So we talked about history also, we talked about why to learn SQL. Okay. Now database, what it was doing, it was storing the data. Okay, so first of all let's understand what is data. Okay, so most students will answer me like, someone will say facts, someone will say information, but mostly the answer I got from the students is information. Okay, see, both look similar, information or data, but it's are different. How it different, let us discuss. Okay, suppose if I tell Meghraj, my name. Okay, if someone is saying Meghraj, okay, what is Meghraj? Who is Meghraj? Okay, that is, if I speak only Meghraj, that is data. But if I say my name is Meghraj, that is information. I am telling that my name is Meghraj. Okay, if I say it's a marker, okay, that is information. Marker, which color marker, what, how much ink is there. Okay, this type of information I'm asking, I'm giving the information, that is information. If I'm giving the detailed description of the data, that is information. Okay, raw fact means data. Okay. Okay, so you have got an idea about what is information and data difference between information and data. Okay, I am also trying to learn English well, try to speak fluently English, and majority students want in English. Okay, Hindi plus English, but I want that my content should be understood by every students. Okay, that's why I'm talking in simple English. First of all, what is data? Before giving the technical definition, let's see an example. Okay, suppose I am drawing a car. Okay, my drawing is not much good, but I will try my best. Okay, now this car, let's say company. Company, let's say Mahindra car. its length to be 5.5 meter, and let's say it's what car other things are there, company is there, length is there, color, okay, color, black color car, Thar, Mahindra Thar, okay, black. So three features of car I have discussed, okay. So when you are purchasing the car, can you change the brand or the company of the car? Not. Length of the car we can change by doing the accident. Don't say this type of silly reply. By time of purchase, can you change the length? No. At time of purchase, can you change the color of the car? No. You can't change these things. These three things, okay. These three things which can't be changed are called as raw fact, okay. Now see, what are the descriptions of car I'm saying. I'm talking about company, I'm talking about the length, I'm talking about the color. These three are the features, or you can call as properties, or you can say features, or you can say to be the attributes, okay. I am talking about the attributes of car. I am talking about the features of car. This car is car company is Mahindra. This car length is 5.5 meter. This car color is black. The values of the property, the values or attributes, values or features are unchanged. Means raw fact, or you can say as unchanged. Okay. Unchanged means we can't change it. It's fixed. Okay. And we are discussing the properties and features of what? We are talking about its car. So car is the object. We are talking about the object, or it can be as an entity. So what are you saying, sir? Then what is data? So definition of data is a raw fact which describes attributes of an entity, okay. So data is a raw fact, the unchanged, which we can't change, like color, length, company. These are the raw facts which we can't change. So data is a raw fact describing the attributes, or you can say the features, or you can say the properties of an object named car, okay. Entity means real world object. So what is real world object then? Real world object means things which you can see, which existence is there, okay. That's about data. I hope you have got the idea. See, in interview these questions might not be asked, okay, what is data, but if there are many candidates are then if HR want to reject, so say first they will ask the basic questions, okay. If you are unable to clear the basic question, they will tell you we will call back you later, okay. So just to keep a good impression, you can answer this technical answer. It's a raw fact which describes the attribute of an entity. I hope you have got it. Whether I want to check whether the video is being recorded well or not. Okay, it's being recorded, no issues. So we have seen what is data. Now let's discuss about database. Database is very important. If you have seen in many books, database look like a cylindrical shape or look like a drum, okay. First of all, why we need database? What I told you in the example, there the data is being stored, okay. The place where we store data, Okay, but sir, we can store data in Excel, we can store data in Google spreadsheet, we can store data in files. Then why to study about database? Okay, this question come in the mind. And we have heard also in cloud also database will be used. Then what is database then exactly? So the technical definition is it is incomplete. The technical definition is a place where we store data in systematic and organized manner. Systematic and organized manner. Okay. Now first of all, what is systematic, what is organized? Both are looking similar, but confusion is there. Okay, suppose take an example of library. Okay, in library books are stored in shelves properly. Okay, looks neat. That is organized. Then what is systematic? Okay, now each sections are there. Suppose I am a science lover, I want to study science books, so science section is there. Some is interested in reading storybooks, storybook section is there. Someone is interested in what to say, different types of books are there. Someone is interested in technology, so technical section is there. So separation is there, labeling is there. Okay, this section is for science, this section is for mathematics, this section is for history books. So if sections are there, we can easily go and we can easily filter out the books. That is systematic. So systematic and organized manner, so that our data searching will become very easy. That's the definition of database. Now question is coming. Why this drum? You are blindly following that this drum is there, but why this drum? Not I should not say drum, it's a cylinder. Why is integral shape? Actually, initially we used to store data in magnetic disk. Okay, so we used to pile up the magnetic disk. Disk is circular in shape, so if we keep the circles one above the other, it forms the cylinder. If you have studied maths also, so what is the formula of the cylinder? Cylinder formula, volume is equal to pi r square into h. Pi r square is the area of the circle. Okay, we keep on circle adding on, it becomes cylinder. Sir, don't include max, sir. Okay. So that's about database. But sir, in database we can give requests, we can send request, we can give instruction to get our desired result, because database is like a MLA. Okay, we just give command, it will help us. Okay, but in reality MLA, just before election they show kindness. In reality they don't show kindness. Don't think about that much. So now how to give request to that MLA, how to give request to that database, how to give command, how to give order, that we don't know. Some operations need to perform. That operations means the certain task to be done. How? By CRUD operation. Okay, CRUD operation. In CRUD operation, C is for create or insert, R for read or retrieve, U for update or modify, D for delete or drop. Okay, so first of all, first question is coming in my mind. What is create, what is insert? Both are looking same. Don't think both are same almost. Create means at the database you are creating some objects, you are creating the tables, you are creating the views. Okay, something you are creating. Insert means in a table you are inserting the data. Let's say a student table is there, a new student get admitted in the school, you are entering his details like his name, roll number, everything, his marks, previous marks, his performance, past performance, his phone number, his parents phone number. Okay, that is inserting the data. Read means read or retrieve, both look similar almost, means fetching the data or accessing the data. Update or modify, update the data means in the sense means what, let's say your past data is there, last year you were 14 years old, now one your this year you are turned into 15. Now you need to modify, update the age. So age is being updated from 14 years to 15 years. Modify the structure means, modifying the table structure. Let's say if a student is leaving the school, okay, he has gone to a different school. He might have got the scholarship or his PAN got transferred. So you need to remove his records, means remove his details. So deleting one row of the student, that is modify. Delete or drop means, delete means deleting the details of that person. Okay, this student left the school, delete this student details. Drop means, let's say you are working in an organization. Okay, in that organization, let's say one testing team is there. That testing team job is not required for now. So I want to abolish that department and send their employees to different departments for the work. Okay, that's a good company, not firing the employees. For that, to abolish that department, that testing table might be there where testing employee record where that will be dropped. Means that table is removed from the database permanently. Okay, that's all basic about CRUD operation. Means what type of commands, what type of instruction, what type of request you can give to the database. Okay. Too much hot in Mumbai. Now suppose you have kept jewelries, land documents, everything you kept in a bed. Okay, in home as it is. Will you keep as it is for a long period? No. It's a very precious. You will keep in the cupboard because it's highly valuable. Similarly, our data is valuable. Database is storing the data, but that is very valuable. Otherwise, what will happen? Unknown person will get our phone number. Bank call will come, and we are unable to know how our mobile number is being leaked. Okay, one day you are leaving for the office. Okay, you want to meet your manager for the presentation, and you are praying to God, oh God, please today presentation should go well, then only I can get the promotion. And at that day, suddenly a call coming before you leave the home, insurance call. Life has no security, so please take the insurance. You might be no more. So to support your family, please have a life insurance. Your mood will get total spoiled. Satyanash. Okay. NAI means what is happening in our life. This now only should happen. This type of thoughts will come in your mind. Okay. That's an example to tell you why data is also very precious. Someone can blackmail you also if some personal data other person can get, wrong person. Okay. So now we need to give security to the database. Okay. So for that security, we need a software. That software name is DBMS. What is DBMS? DBMS full form is Database Management System. So what is database management system? Database management system, it is a software. It is a software to maintain and manage the database. Okay. It is a software to provide the security. It is a software to maintain and manage the database. Now again, someone might be there who has curiosity to ask what is the difference between manage and maintain. Sir, I want to know, both look similar. Again, I want to know the meaning. I am a curious student. First of all, have you heard the word security, society maintenance? Okay. If you have own flat in the society, you still have to pay the maintenance bill. Okay. If you have seen Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma, there also one BD character is there. He asks for the maintenance bill from Jethalal. Okay, maintenance. What will happen if no maintenance is there in the society? Don't answer me, the building will collapse. Okay. I have heard the response of students that someone was saying that in the last class they were saying that so building will collapse. This nonsense answer I don't want. Okay. So what happens there? If no maintenance there, water connection will be disconnected, current electricity will be not there, cleanliness will be not there in the society, people will face difficulty to live in the society. So these issues will come. Similarly, in the database, maintenance means what? Security is there well, database is functioning well, okay, operations are handled well, no issues are there, no threat is there. So everything is maintenance. Manage means was controlling, means granting some access or revoking the access, or want to make modification. That type of things are comes under manage. Okay, that's the difference between maintain and manage. It's a small difference, but if someone asks, then you can give these examples and answer. Okay, if you are not very good in English like me. So first of all, let's understand the features of database. Okay, so what was database? Database. Okay, so database was there. Now we are providing some security, that is called as DBMS. Okay, now let's understand some features of the DBMS. Okay, first of all, it is to maintain and manage the database. That's the one point. Okay, it has two important features are there. Okay, the two important features are security and authorization. Okay, security means in security only authentication comes. In security and authorization comes all type of security is given by the software named DBMS. Okay, now first of all, why we need to give the security? Okay, if security is not there, threat will be there, data might not be secure. Authorization, first understand the meaning of authorization, then we will discuss others. Authorization means what? Like if you open your SQL, MySQL, they will ask for username, password. If you open Oracle also, you will username and password will be asked. If you open any application for the first time, then also it asks for username and password to verify whether you are the actual user or not. Okay, that is authorization. No, sorry, that is authorization. No, sorry. One mistake. That is authentication, not authorization. Authentication. Authentication means what? Asking for username and password. That comes under security only. In security, authentication comes and authorization also comes. Authorization and authentication look similar, but difference is there. I am only making the mistake, then you can also make the mistake. So please have the clear meaning. Authentication in the sense means what? Asking for username and password or any other personal details just to verify whether you are the actual user or not. Okay. Authorization means what? Authorization means permission to use. Simple words. Permission to use. Okay. What is the meaning of permission to use? See, asking for username and password, that is authentication. We all know. In every software almost it asks for username and password or any application whether you know. But what about authorization? Let's say you are opening an Instagram. Okay. So in your account you can do anything almost. Means you can upload the videos, you can upload a reel, you can upload a photo, you can do anything on your account. But in other accounts you can comment, you can like their post, but you can't edit their followers, you can't unfollow their followers. Sorry, you can unfollow their followers if they are following your account. Okay, but you can't make changes in their total number of followers. Okay, the restriction is there. That restriction means you are allowed to use this features only, you are not allowed to use that features. That is authorization. That is also comes under security. So these two are there only there for security? No. More things are there in the security. More thing in the sense means what? Let's say you are opening a bank account. Okay, in the bank account you have search for particular FD details. Okay, and you thought you might go for a break. Okay, and you kept the laptop open for few amount of time. what the website will do automatically, you see, it will see no activity is there, so it will log out automatically just for your safety, so that some inconvenience or something wrong should not happen. Okay, session logout time, this type of features comes under security. Okay, more examples are there, but no need to waste time. So second point is also like it provides security. For that only we are using the software named DBMS, made to also maintain and manage the database. Another point is we need a language to communicate. Okay, without language, how it can understand our problem, how it can understand our requirement. So we use query language. Okay, to communicate with the DBMS, we need a language, query language. And here the data is stored in file format. Okay, now how? So what is happening when we are trying to store the data? Okay, this software, this DBMS is acting as a interface. It converts the data into file format, and in the DBMS our data is stored in file format. Database data is stored in file format. Okay, this is about DBMS, which I told in short. These simple things you can answer in the interview. If you want to write in the exams, you know how to stretch your answers. Okay. Coffee is there. So this is all about DBMS. Now we will learn about RDBMS. Okay, it's a type of DBMS. We will learn about RDBMS in relational model. Okay, today only we will cover everything. Till EF code I will cover EF code few rules. Okay. So RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. First of all, what is the meaning of the word relational? Relational in the sense means boys and girls relationship, parent child relationship, brother sister relationship, brother brother relationship, friendship relationship. No. Relationship in the sense here, relation means data, both data are related with each other. Means data is stored in the form of tables. We will study in depth in relational model. No worries. Okay, today only we will see that. Here 2 points are common again. It is a software to maintain and manage the database. Security is there. Here the diagram just changed to RDBMS. I am training you to learn basics. I am training you for college students also, school students also. If questions comes, you can answer like this in exam. You will not fail. Okay. Here the only change is there in the 2 points. Here it use language name SQL, structured query language. Here SQL came into picture. Now why in RDBMS we are learning SQL? Okay, what is the main role of relational? Here see guys, relational, what is the word meaning is data is stored in the form of tables. Okay, then only we are using SQL here. But why sir relational model is very important sir? And in SQL also why this is coming? We have heard the word MongoDB, we have seen about object oriented database also there. Then why we are learning this? See guys, the reason to learn SQL is we are dealing with the structured data. Structured data means data stored in the form of tables. Why tables still is important now also? Because in many fields the data integrity and correctness is very important. For that only we are focusing on structured data. To handle the structured data we need RDBMS. To communicate with RDBMS we need a language called SQL. Okay. Why data integrity is important? Let's say your bank account is there. Okay, your Aadhaar number is there, PAN card number is there. In that also if single mistake happens, then it will be a big issue, because there are millions of people are there. For that everyone has unique details. Okay, so their data integrity is very crucial. Now here data is stored in the form of tables. Okay, that is the only change. data is acting here, the software is acting as an interface and data is stored in the form of tables. First of all, sir, what is interface? Okay, interface means medium. Okay, now someone will ask me what is the meaning of medium. Medium means it acts as a bridge. Okay, so that data can go inside the database. Okay, we have seen about the difference between, so let's see the difference between DBMS and RDBMS. Okay, then we will see the EF code, then we will end the session. How much time has happened now? Okay, 45 minutes only happened, no worries. Actually I thought to take 20 to 30 minute class per day, but if I go very slow then it will be waste of time for you also. Okay, now let's see the difference between the DBMS and RDBMS. Okay, DBMS, RDBMS. Okay, first of all, what 2 points we have seen? 2 point difference are there. Okay, first, what's the point here? Which language we use? We use query language. I am not writing in completely, I am speaking, you write, make the notes, it's your duty. I am giving you the questions for the interviews. Okay, some questions might be asked in the interviews, so don't think it's not at all important. Okay, in RDBMS, which is important? Here we use the language name SQL. The data is stored in which format in DBMS? File format. Okay, here which format is used? Table format. Okay, now one more point is there, you can say in the difference. Here CRUD operation, CRUD operation bit difficult compare to RDBMS. Okay, here the CRUD operation is bit difficult compared to RDBMS. So what is the opposite of this? Here we will write. Okay, if you are an engineering student, if you are a college student also, any field, you can able to answer this. Or if you are a school student also, you should know the trick how to make the answer lengthy, how to twist the answer. Okay, here CRUD operation bit easy compare to DBMS or RDBMS? Compared to DBMS. Okay. So first 2 points I know, the third point I am not able to know. Okay, for this I will give you example, we will understand well, don't worry. Okay, no worries. So let's take an example. A folder is there. Inside folder there are multiple files are there. Okay. It look like a building, I know, but leave it for now. Taking an example. Suppose, assume you are the principal of a school. Okay, many students dream that. Okay, suppose for one day I am get the position of principal. Suppose you are the principal of the school, and you want to know the details of some students. Okay, last year only passing percentage was 45% for class 10th. Worst scenario, parents are shouting on us, parents are complaining. So in this situation, you want to take action that you want to know top 3 student detail, no, sorry, top 5 student details. Okay, top 5 and last 10 student details. Okay, but in the break you thought, why to see for top 5? They will study well, they will manage everything. So you will see the last 10 students. Okay, so for last 10 students you will see let's say some names are there. Let's say I don't want to hurt someone feelings, so let's say XYZ, MKN and RK. Okay, blah 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 blah, the student details I want to know. Okay, So you will open the student folder. For class 10 folder is there. In that you will search the student name. Okay, then search bar will be there. Okay, it will look like this. In search bar you will search the name of the student and you will open that folder, the student folder name. After you open, you will search about his parents phone number, because some students have the habit that they keep their relatives phone number as a father number, or they keep their friend number as a father number but not actual father number. Their teacher principal want to know what is the marks of the student, whether they are performing good or not. That details also I have to see in this process. First, what I am doing, I am opening the folder. In that I am searching for the file. After I got the file, I am in the file also there are lakhs of details are there. I am searching for the name, I am searching for the phone number, I am searching for the marks. Okay, time consuming process. Okay, but suppose if I am storing the data in the form of tables. Okay, okay, oh my god. And suppose you know that I want to know the marks of RK. Okay, mark its ID is 2. In RK ID you will say RK name is there. You will see what is the marks of RK. Marks column is there. You will see phone number of RK is there, for parents phone number. All details you will get in a single row, single record. Okay, it's easy to find out every student details. You can see for top 5 also easily. You can see for last 10 students also easily. Okay, no worries. Okay, so that's why I said the CRUD operation is bit easier when the data is stored in the form of tables. That's the difference between DBMS and RDBMS. Now let's discuss about relational model. Okay, so relational model. In the history of SQL, I already told it was introduced by data scientist name. Comment in the chat. Okay. Introduced by data scientist CRUD. Okay. If you want to impress the interviewer or if you want to impress the examiner, you can write like this: Edgar Frank CRUD. Okay, full name. But at least remember CRUD. If you can't remember the full name, your wish. Now this scientist, the person, the name Edgar Frank CRUD, he introduced the model, relational model. First of all, relational model came first, or relational RDBMS, relational database management system came first. First model came, then only this RDBMS was introduced. Okay, because RDBMS software, before software this model came. Without blueprint you can't construct a building. Okay, you can remember like this. So what happened, relational means data stored in the form of tables. Okay, in tables each data are interconnected with each other. How, sir? Let's take again the student table. Okay, student table ID, let's say it's ID, name, marks, phone number. Okay, these details are there for each student. Okay, let's say 2 RK details are there. RK marks, let's say 60%. Phone number, let's say MRJ something. Okay, 10 digit phone number is there. I don't want to write any phone number, so writing some characters. Okay, now if I want to know RK all details, I know this RK ID is 2, RQ's ID is 2. I can see all details in a single record. Okay, single row. In single row I can see all the details of student RK. If I want to know phone number of all the students, you can see all the phone numbers in a single column. Okay, so some relationship is maintained. Okay, and data is also stored in multiple tables. We will study later in depth. Okay, all data can't be stored in a single table. It's stored in the multiple table. So some relationship is there. We can see all details in a single row of a single student. All details, all student details of a particular feature in a single column. So that is the relational model benefit. Now this horizontal are called rows. Okay, for those who don't know, sir, I am not that mad, but for my satisfaction. Alternate names are called as record. In interview, I want to fetch the details of, I want first 5 records. Query is given. You don't know the meaning of records, then no use. It is also called as tuple. Don't think Python tuple, okay? Row also called as record or called as tuple. And columns, okay? This vertical are called as columns. Columns are also called as fields, also called as properties, or also called as attributes. Okay. How to remember, sir? ACPF, you can remember like this. AC, you know, every one want to work in IT. One reason is we can sit under AC. Here also, in home fan is there. Too much sweating. Okay. PF, Provident Fund. You can remember like this. AC and PF. So the place where we are storing the data, it is called as cell. Okay. Cell means what? You can say as the space formed due to intersection of rows and columns, or you can say smallest unit of the table. I am not writing, you just note down. So simply means storing the data in table only, that is relational model? No guys. Okay. 2 points need to be cleared. Okay. DBMS follows DBMS where data stored in form of table. Okay, whenever in DBMS data is stored in the form of table, that is RDBMS, which already I told, means data stored in the form of table, that is RDBMS. Okay, and second point is very important, DBMS. See, DBMS which follow relational model, that means data stored in the form of table, but not every time only table. No. It also follows EF CRUD rules. Okay, some rules are need to be followed, then only it's can be called as properly RDBMS. That's a very technical definition. The DBMS which follows EF CRUD rule, that is called as RDBMS. Okay, I prefer this definition. Second definition you tell in interviews or write in the exam. Okay, that's all about relational model. One last concept is there, EF CRUD rules. Sir, total 12 EF CRUD rules are there, sir. I can't remember everything. Now also class is lengthy, sir. More, I think 1 hour class is over. Why are you taking the lengthy class? Okay, I will wrap up in short. No worries. Okay, I need a break. Let's see the EF CRUD rules. Is the board visible with the blue marker? No, blue marker not much visible. See, actually 12 rules not there, 13 rules are there. Okay. So, but I have heard 12 rules are there. We are seeing 13 rules. Actually, its numbering is starting from 0. So 0 to 12 is listed, but actually 13 rules are there. So total 13 rules I am not saying. Some rules are very simple, like we need a common language to interact. One query should work properly for every type of data. Data independence must be there. These rules all are there. But I will discuss about 4 major rules. Okay. Why these 4 major rules? Because these rules we will see in almost every concept we are going to learn. And these rules are very important for the interview purpose. Okay. And for examination purpose also. You can see other rules on internet. You can write. but 4 basic rules are there. Okay, we need to understand first. First rule, what is saying? First rule is saying that data stored in a cell must be single value data. Okay, the data stored in a cell must be a single value data. What does it mean? Let's assume a phone number column is there in a student table. Okay, a student table is there where ID is there, name is there, phone number column is also there. Okay, now student has, let's say, two phone numbers. Okay, if let's say student is saying that sir, my one number is not working well, so for emergency additional contact 2 number you keep it. Okay, let's say student one name is Raj. Okay, his phone number are, let's say, 1 2 3 and 4 5 6, 2 numbers are there. Okay, cell means what? Single cell. Okay, in the single cell we can't store the number like this, 2 number. It's illegal. According to the rule, it's wrong. We will face the issues while fetching the data. Okay, now to solve this issue, what we need to do? To solve this issue, add one more column. Alternate phone number. Okay, there you can mention 4 5 6. Okay, if another student name Karan is there, to Karan 7 8 9, this is, he don't have any alternate phone number, you can keep it null. But problem is that null means empty, you can keep the cell empty. Problem is that if we are going to add multiple columns, here emptiness will increase. Okay, that will be a problem. So one option is adding the alternate column. So another solution is there. Remove the duplicate records. Record means what? Rows. Remove the duplication. Okay, you can do like this, add one more record to Raj, again 4 5 6. I remove the duplicate record. But sir, Raj and sorry, number 1, Raj and its ID is same. I said duplicate records means first record you see 1 Raj 1 2 3, 1 Raj 4 5 6, both are totally different. You can do this. This is the best option instead of adding alternate column. We will study in the normalization concept, no worries. Okay, this is the first rule. Second rule is data stored in cell must be single value data. Sorry, the first rule only. Data stored in, I'm checking whether you are awake or not. Okay, data stored in multiple tables. Okay, including metadata. Sir, what is the meaning of multiple tables? Not understood. See, everything you can't store in a single table, it will totally become complex. You have to store the data in multiple tables. Okay, that too including metadata. Okay, now metadata in the sense means what? Details of the data. Suppose in a table, student table. Okay, photo column is there, photo. Okay, in photos, student photos are there. Okay, now these photo details are there. Let's say you have JPG format, which format is stored, captured format. JPG format you don't know, joint photographic expert group. What date it captured, date, let's say 11 August 25. Okay, or you can say size 4 MB. Okay, so these details are also stored in different table. Okay, like format, date, size, of each student details is also stored in the form of the tables. This is called a metadata. Okay, all data are stored in the form of tables only, including metadata also. Metadata means details of the data, or you can say information about data, but details of the data is very safer. Third rule, okay, what I said, data stored in multiple tables. To establish the relation between them, we need a key attribute. Okay, so third rule is data stored in multiple table to establish relationship, we need key attribute. Okay, now sir, I am not understanding the difference. What is this table, sir? I am not able to understand this point. Okay, let's take an example. Again, student table. Now in the student table, listen carefully what I am saying. ID, name, course. No, course leave it. Let's say course ID is there. Okay. Now another table is there. Teacher ID, teacher name. It's a teacher table. Both tables are totally different. Okay. Can we relate? By looking at the teacher table, can I say who is the teacher of? Let's say student name is there. Let's say student name ID is 1. Okay. If I ask you who is the teacher of the student whose student ID is 1, can you answer it by looking at both tables? No, you can't answer, because both tables don't have any relationship. But let's say if I here added a column, course ID, okay, and let's say name is Raj, student name is Raj, course ID is 5. Let's say course ID is 5, teacher name is Radhika, teacher ID let's say 7. Okay, so you will see here common course ID is 5 is there. 5 is me, teacher name is Radhika. So teacher of Raj is Radhika. So the relationship is there. So here what is the key attribute means a common column which is establishing the relation between them. Okay, we will learn in depth in the later classes. No worries. The last point for the day. Okay, don't worry, it's the last point. I'm not extending the class. Last point is data validation in 2 steps. Okay, first by assigning data types, second by assigning constraints. Okay, in the tomorrow class we will learn about data types. In the day after tomorrow class we will learn about constraints in depth. Okay, so data validation means what? Data correctness. The data we are entering, that is correct or not. For that we need to follow the 2 steps by assigning the data types, by assigning the constraint. In that also data types are mandatory. Mandatory in the sense we know compulsory. We should definitely apply the data types, but constraints are optional. If you want, put the constraints, if you don't want, leave the constraint, but it's recommended to use constraints. We will learn in the later class. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed my session. I know first class I taken lengthy. For some of those might feel boring, but if you keep consistency, if you follow few videos of mine, okay, then you will get interest will be created for you in this subject. Okay, that's my promise. That's all for the day. Enjoy.